Hi everybody, this is Gino Barbaro from Gino'sFamily.com. I'm going to give you a few tips on how to start your garden. It's early spring here in New York, so we're still a little chilly. We're coming out of a really bitter winter. So let me show you a few tips to how to start the garden and what you should have to prepare your garden. First thing you see around the garden that I have is I have a fenced-in garden. We have a lot of animals here, so the first thing you really want to do is you really want to protect your garden. You want to have at least fenced in. I went a little extra with mine. What I did is I put in some concrete down. I went down about 18 inches, put concrete in when I was building my house so nothing can burrow underneath. Then I put a 6-foot fence in so I can't get any deer in here. Next thing I did was I prepared raised beds. I love raised beds. As you can see, I got a lot of children walking around here. They will not step in the raised beds. They'll walk right on the walkways and the raised beds will be protected. Great thing about raised beds also is, as you can see, there's a lot of dirt in these raised beds, so the roots tend to grow a lot deeper and you get a lot more out of the raised bed. Also, the soil is not compacted, so there's more air in the soil, so you'll get more of a yield from the raised bed. Some things that you can use for raised beds: I've got plastic raised beds, which are great. These black ones are great. They retain the heat really well. I just have regular wood. I had to replace a couple this year because a couple of them got ruined. I have cedar raised beds. Behind me, I just bought this plastic one at Home Depot the other day. Plastic small raised bed. I have ones from BJ's behind us, and I have also one that's really cool for my dad. My dad used to make wine, so I have an oak barrel there that I cut in half and I use it as a raised bed. What I like about it is all variety in the garden, all different shapes, all different colors. What I do every year is I write down what I have in each bed to make sure that the following year I make sure to rotate my crops, because I don't want to have the same thing growing in each bed every year. And also I want to make sure certain crops don't go well together. Like, you don't want to plant potatoes in the bed one year and then put tomatoes the next year. They just do not grow well. So I want to make sure that I have everything planned out. Couple tips for growing with kids. As you can see, my beautiful daughter Veronica's here. I buy all my kids their own tools. Now, it's very important to have kids. If you have 2 kids, make sure you buy 2 shovels. You don't want them fighting over the shovels. That's one thing I learned really early on. So I have 3 or 4 shovels for them so they don't fight for them. And then so I have little rakes for them. You know, I want them to be really active in the garden. I want to teach them exactly how to do stuff. And you know what? You'd be surprised. Once kids get to be 5 or 6 years old, like Veronica, they become really, really helpful in the garden and really enjoy the garden. A couple things that I like to grow early April. Let me show you. What I do is I like to buy burpee seeds. Anything that's organic, I try to get seed-wise. It's hard to get plants that are organic. If you can find them, that's great. But I like to use seeds. Organic seeds are not much more expensive. They're really worth it, especially stuff like lettuce and radishes. I mean, you get a lot of yield out of this. Let me show you a couple of things that I start early spring. I like to start peas. Peas are great in early spring, and I like to start arugula. A lot of lettuces and a lot of hardy stuff. I'll plant beets and carrots also. There you got it. I hope to see you guys soon. Thanks.